What's going on, Electric Fam? Welcome back to the channel. On today's vlog, we'll speak about why I sold my Surron X, and to sum it up, it's because of this bike. I just want to preface the video by saying that a Surron is an awesome choice of a dirt bike, an electric dirt bike. But with that said, for me, where I was planning on using it and the kind of type of terrain that I like just didn't fit my riding style and my terrain preferences. But with that said, let's get to the B-roll. We are here today also at a LAESK8 Sunday cruise ride to meet at a Long Beach Pike outlet. So we're actually gonna head that way, see who's in attendance today. They said gear up. This is actually a good turnout today. It started out slow, but kind of picked up, maybe about 30 to 40 now. What's up, Dean? How you doing, man? Brought my mountain bike today, obviously. And we'll, what do we got? Like maybe 4 or 5 Surrons, maybe 6 Onyxes, maybe 3 Super73s. Mainly scooters today, I think, and boarders. I don't know. Can't really get a good look right now. Time will tell. Let's roll. They started already. Well, people are still kind of dangling around there. We're just gonna start because the ride's already here. Some people are still socializing back there. What up, Sawyer? Alright, we're kind of in the middle of the pack here. Let's kind of squeeze our way in here. Stop the people, stop the people. Making a left. Alright. Why did I sell my Surron? Because of this bike. This bike is more comfier than a Surron, and I have much more confidence in doing any kind of jumps or any kind of dropouts, or because it's so light, A Surron is like 110 pounder. This one is 60 pounds. That's one of my reasons. The other reason is it's portable, right? Like it kind of goes hand in hand with the weight aspect. I don't have like a beefy motorcycle rack on my car, so I don't have a means of taking the Surron in different areas, so I don't have any rack for it. And where I live is not really bike friendly, and the speed limits where I live in West Covina, La Puente area is the speed limits where I live is 40 miles per hour, and people drive there like 50, 60 miles per hour. I'm also guilty of doing that as well. So even with a Surron, which topped at like 45 miles per hour, it was just not enough for what for my area. But if it works on your area, if I wish I lived where the speed limit is lower, like 25, 35 miles per hour, then a Surron can definitely hang. This thing is just also so quiet, this bike. Like I don't hear anything, And to add on to the reason, wow, that Onyx is just strutting, flexing. Definitely a whole different class than a mountain bike. That's a dirt bike, and I know that, I get it. Obviously, I'm just, seeing my suggestions here and why I chose to, look at this guy with a mask. What kind of mask is that? Basically stating my reasons why I sold it, right? I'm not here to convince you in any kind of e-bike. You're more than welcome to choose your own. But Surron users, I feel, if I lived like Temecula or Menifee by Greer Ranch, places that have like big open spaces, then Surron would be one of us. I would have kept the Surron. But the fact that I don't, around where I live, it just wasn't ideal for my area. And off-roading capabilities, hands down, this is so much better. I can almost like wheelie in this one. Let's follow Mark. Let's get our wheelies on here. Yo. I could kind of. No, kind of bumpy. But in off-roading, we're so torquey and versatile here. We're just flying, and then we could, off terrain, we could kind of just go everywhere, That's the cool thing about this bike. So capabilities, I have the same capabilities as a Surron. And the best part is, I'm street legal, folks. Like, I am street legal. I don't need any cops in my mind to worry, or any law or any authority saying I don't have pedals or anything like that. So I'm definitely so it's definitely stress-free in terms of being street legal on the street, on the sidewalk, or any kind of terrain, really. The stealth bomber was the other choice that we had. But we're like so versatile. We could go anywhere that they can go. I can pretty much take this in the dirt bike trails as well and just be okay. Let's hang with these guys. We're following the Surron users. And the roosting. The Surron users, the stealth bomber. Let's follow them. This guy looks like he rides pretty aggressive, so. Yep, I can do your jumps. And I can do your cornering. Ooh. Yo, get it. I can't do that. Guys, there's no way I could do that. Who is this guy? I don't know these guys. There's no way I could do that. Yo. Now it makes me want to get a Surron again. This is the perfect video. Well, not the perfect video, but this is the contradicting video. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's got that nice balance there. We're actually in the front of the pack, by the way. Yo. It just looks so cool to see, man. This is the worst video for why I sold my Surron. Because these guys are just making me regret it. These guys. How dare you? Enough with those wheelies. We got an electric moped scooter today. Going back to the pedal aspect, like, I have range. Let's talk about range. Range on the Surron for me, realistically, where I was like 28 miles only on street and kind of mixed usage. On this bike, I'm getting about 40 to 60, so maybe 50 miles average, depending on how I use it. And so that was one of the main things. Kinda, sorta. The thing that I realize is, if I have a heavier bag, yes sir, Mark. If I have a heavier backpack, I I could basically do what Mark does. Like kind of hold it up for maybe like 3 seconds most. Dude, I think that's Eric. Is that Eric? I know he has the those decals, but he's that good now? This is me trying to wheelie, trying to fit in with these Surron guys. Yo, Eric, right?
Yeah.
Dude, last time I met you, you weren't that good. I was like, who is this guy?
I could barely do half of it.
Yeah. I was like, this guy has Eric's bike, but he's so much better. The good stuff, man. Nice. Yeah, so for me, for a baby like I am, this bike is just as fun as a Surron. And definitely, I'm even more comfortable doing like crazy turns and doing dropouts and jumps, trying to do a wheelie. It's scary to try to do a wheelie with a Surron, in my opinion. Here we go. Let's get this ride. Probably the most important reason why I sold the Surron is basically, yeah, the places that I want to ride at, right? Surron is overkill in a lot of places, like the boardwalk, mountain bike trails. It's just overkill. Like, people do it, that's fine, and you could drive it responsibly, but I never want to be that guy that's told something, and, you know, especially when there's kids around, and I don't know, it's just not my style. For me, mountain biking trails are more my style, and even an e-bike on some of the mountain bike trails local to me, even this is overkill. Like, they only want like bikes that have no throttle, right? That only go up to 20 miles per hour. And a lot of mountain bike trails are even cracking down on e-bike users. Basically, you can't have an e-bike in a lot of places now, and that's a bummer, because, you know, e-bike is still kind of like a new kind of hobby. Oh, what do we do here? What do we do here? No, my bottom bracket's gonna hit that one. Got a dead end. Where are you turning on that one? Sorry. Yeah, I just want to be discreet, and I want to be just looked as a biker. Wow, we got a DIY really tiny, maybe a 10-inch wheeler over there. Is he with us? So to recap, for me, having tried the Surron, it's a great beast. It's a great dirt bike, for sure. For the price point, it's well worth it, the Surron, at $4,100, whatever it is now, plus tax. But for the terrain that I'm riding, that I would like to ride at, which is, you know, boardwalks like this, mountain bike trails, it just wasn't the EV for me, you know? Nothing against the Surron. I had a blast. Yeah, the only con for me, I think, was the range. That's it, just the range. But 30 miles for others, 28, 30 miles is enough for others. But for me, that kind of range without pedals, I opted out of it. So I actually sold it in my third day of use. So that's actually the reason why it's not even in my B-roll. Or that's the reason why we're not riding that anymore as well. Basically, the second day I rode this bike, I was certain that I was going to get rid of my Surron. And especially for the price of point, I can make 2 of these with a Surron price. And so that way I can, I already did. I already made another electric mountain bike for Crystal. And both of these electric mountain bikes are cheaper than a Surron. So definitely something to consider if you have a partner with you, you know, and you want to enjoy the trails together or any kind of terrain together, and maybe you only have a budget of about under $4,500. Definitely consider a BBSHD, a DIY bike, or maybe even like an aerial rider, right? That's definitely a great choice, bang for your buck, for sure. Well, folks, that's kind of the main reasons why I sold my Surron. Again, it's an amazing machine. Nothing against it, so don't hate me. But just thought I would think about alternatives. It's always good to have alternatives, right? Don't just always go towards the direction that everyone is going towards. Like, unless you're certain, you're absolutely certain that that's the bike for you, then power to you. But anyhow, thank you for tuning in on today's brief episode in this LAESK8 Long Beach cruise ride. Kindly like and subscribe for more content. And if you're interested in my top e-bikes, which is Bafang BBSHD or even the BBS02, is honestly good enough for trails and for everyday use. Check out the useful links in the description below. Use E-Bike Adventures code in the Ariel Rider website for additional discounts. And I have $100 off on your next Super73. Links in the description below. This is Julian signing out. See you guys next time. Peace.